Welcome to Just Asia, AHRC TV's weekly human rights program. These are the headlines. Pakistan's Ahmadis under attack due to state-sponsored violence. Fourth anniversary of disappeared Lao activists see no progress in government investigation. Thai junta pushes through controversial mining bill. Indonesian authorities ignore Supreme Court verdict in cement plant project. ALLC holds 5th Regional Parliamentarian meeting in Hong Kong. Regional protests increase at Burma's abuse of Rohingya. Urgent appeals from Pakistan and Indonesia. Welcome to AHRC TV's Just Asia. I'm April Wong. This week, Just Asia begins with Pakistan, where 2 persons from the Ahmadiyya community were killed when a Muslim mob attacked the community's mosque on December 12, Monday. December 12 was the birthday of Prophet Mohammed. While all Muslims were celebrating the occasion, a frenzied mob stormed the Ahmadiyya mosque in Dalmial, Chakwal district, Punjab with bricks, stones, and batons. They also burned some portions of the mosque and its affiliated area. The Ahmadi community had written a letter 1 month ago to the Chakwal district commissioner, informing that anti-Ahmadi clerics have threatened to destroy their worship place. On December 5th, the Ahmadi community again informed the local administration and Punjab government that anti-Ahmadi Muslim leaders have decided to attack and burn the mosque, but the government took no action. Muslim fundamentalists claim that the mosque is disputed property since 1860 and are demanding a return of the land. Attacks on Ahmadi worship places and their offices have increased in recent days in Punjab province, where the chief minister allegedly patronizes anti-Ahmadi public meetings. On December 5th, the headquarters and printing press of the Ahmadiyya community were attacked by the Counter-Terrorism Department of Punjab, just a day after Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif posthumously acknowledged the contribution of the first Pakistani Nobel laureate physicist, Dr. Abdul Salam, an Ahmadi by faith. Next, Laos marks the 4th anniversary of the enforced disappearance of prominent civil society leader Sombath Somphone on December 15th. Civil society groups across Asia have condemned the Lao PDR government's ongoing failure to adequately investigate Sombath's disappearance. Sombath was last seen at a police checkpoint on a busy street of the Lao capital, Vientiane, on the evening of 15 December 2012. Sombath's disappearance was captured on a CCTV camera near the police checkpoint. CCTV footage showed that police stopped Sombath's car, and within minutes, unknown individuals forced him into another vehicle and drove away. In December 2015, Sombath's family made public new CCTV footage obtained from the same area, showing Sombath's car being driven back towards the city by an unknown individual. At the very least, this should have prompted a review of another CCTV cameras along the main route the car was taking back into the city. However, the Lao authorities have failed to take any initiative with regard to the investigation or present any new findings. Police issued their last report on the case on 8 June 2013. After 4 years, it is apparent that the government has not undertaken a serious and a competent investigation into Sombath's disappearance. Despite signing the International Convention for the Protection of All Persons from Enforced Disappearance in 2008, Laos has yet to ratify the convention. Civil society groups call on the government to immediately ratify the convention and adopt national legislation to effectively implement its requirements to ensure that enforced disappearances do not recur. In Thailand, the junta has pushed through a controversial mining bill without public participation. Among the bill's controversial provisions include that the government can conduct an environmental impact assessment on areas with mineral resources without participation from local communities. Mining companies may be allowed to use previously protected forest lands, and the period of time for the state to approve mining concessions will be shortened from 310 days to only 100 to 150 days. Moreover, the EIA and environmental health impact assessment do not need to be conducted before the concession is granted. The People's Network of Ore Owners, a coalition of anti-mine activist groups from across Thailand, issued a public statement urging the government not to consider the new bill passed by the National Legislative Assembly on December 8th. The statement condemned the junta for pushing the bill through without public discussion and demands authorities to withdraw the bill. For more information, Just Asia interviewed Mr. Jutikat Kochaso, an environmental activist and lawyer of the Legal Center for Human Rights based in the northeast of Thailand.
For the draft mining bill enforced in the future, people will concern many things about this draft. For example, about public participation. For small scale of mining area, the draft mining bill assigns a regional mining committee to consider a mining concession without public participation, such as EAA and EHA process. For large scale, which the state that small patches of mineral depository can be put on bidding for those who want to acquire the right to conduct prospection and operate mining on a large scale. It doesn't fit in Thailand because most of the land has been inhabited by scattered communities. And another thing is the mining companies do not need to get metallurgy license from Department of Primary Industry and Mines. As a result, if the mining companies receive a mining concession, which means that they also receive a metallurgy license without submitting any additional requirement, it means affected to the environmental and natural resources around the communities, because the period is longer than the present Mining Act. In conclusion, the mining concession and permit is faster and easier than the present Mining Act for the companies.
In Hong Kong, the Asian Legal Resource Center, sister organization of the Asian Human Rights Commission, is holding a regional meeting on modernization of crime investigation to guarantee rule of law and human rights from December 19 to 22nd. This is the 5th regional meeting of Asian parliamentarians and human rights defenders against torture and ill treatment and for fair trial. The meeting is a step to further the Asian Parliamentarians Alliance and will play a lead role to addressing torture and all forms of ill treatment, as well as the reformation of criminal justice institutions in Asia. 25 participants, including parliamentarians and AHRC's partners in Asia, are coming to attend the regional meeting. In Indonesia's Central Java province, residents of Rembang organized a protest march from Rembang to Semarang city on December 9th to demand the implementation of the Supreme Court verdict against the cement plant project and limestone mining of 5th of October 2016. Ignoring the Supreme Court verdict, the Central Java governor recently issued a new permit to the mining company. The Rembang residents challenged the cement plant project in court earlier this year, arguing that the plant activists would destroy the area's natural karst caves and water reservoir. Although the residents lost the case and initial appeals, the Supreme Court judicial review sided with them. 2 months on, however, the Central Java authorities are ignoring the court decision and allowing the cement company to go ahead. In the last decade, Indonesia's land conflicts have increased every year. To learn more, Just Asia speaks to human rights lawyer Yusuf Suramato.
Menghormati dulu putusan yang membatalkan izin di Rembang itu, karena kan ini kan menyangkut aspek kehidupan khususnya masyarakat Rembang ya, keberlanjutannya jangka panjang, termasuk kerusakan lingkungan hidup itu kan yang menanggung kan warga Rembang. Yang kedua, kalau mengeluarkan izin baru ini sama aja dengan menambah persoalan-persoalan baru gitu loh, konflik di masyarakat terus berkepanjangan. Harusnya dulu terus di Semarang itu sehingga tidak perlu dikeluarkan izin baru. Artinya kan ini kan sebetulnya kan masyarakat yang paling tahu dan paling merasakan itu loh. Nah, longmat itu sebetulnya keseriusan warga terhadap kebijakan publik yang tidak pro rakyat ya. Ya, dengan adanya longmak itu gubernur harusnya peka betul bahwa memang rakyat khususnya warga Rembang itu serius sekali untuk menolak keberadaan penambangan semen ini. Harusnya ya harus dihentikan lah, tidak perlu lagi ada pabrik semen yang ada di Rembang. Orang kalau udah lonma kan berarti kan sangat serius, apapun yang terjadi tetap akan dilakukan.
In Burma, former UN Chief Kofi Annan completed a week-long tour of Burma and Rakhine State, where a military crackdown has caused many deaths and forced the Rohingya minority to flee their homes. Speaking at a press conference on December 6, Annan said that the ban on journalists from entering Rakhine would be lifted fairly soon, and that authorities had assured him that humanitarian assistance would reach the needy. Annan is heading a commission appointed by Aung San Suu Kyi to look into ways to resolve issues in Rakhine. While Annan has acknowledged concern about the human rights abuses occurring against the Rohingya, he said accusations of genocide should not be thrown around loosely and would require a legal review. Experts and rights groups, however, question how effective this commission will be. There are particular concerns that the commission not work as a whitewash to the serious violations occurring against the Rohingya in Rakhine. There have been increasing protests in Burma's Muslim-majority neighboring countries regarding the Rohingya issue. Malaysian Prime Minister Najib Razak has been the most outspoken, even calling for Aung San Suu Kyi to return her Nobel Peace Prize due to her silence on the atrocities committed by Burma's military. Finally, the Urgent Appeals Weekly features 2 cases from Pakistan and Indonesia. In Pakistan Punjab province, the custodial killings and enforced disappearances of Sindhi nationalists is continuing. Most recently, the dead body of Mr. Zakir Hussain Batstar was found. He was missing after his arrest on December 3rd. Another nationalist leader, Raja Safkat Hussain Manji, missing since August 11th after his arrest by the Pakistani Rangers, was produced in court on December 9th. He was warned not to tell anyone about his ordeal in the detention center, where he was tortured. Writer and publisher Mr. Wahid Baloch was released from the Pakistani Rangers' custody on December 5th, after being held in incommunicado detention and torture for 4 months. Earlier, student activist Sohail Raza Bhatti was arrested on September 17th, and his whereabouts are since unknown. In Indonesia, a 13-year-old girl was gang raped by 8 persons in Jakarta, including 1st Police Brigadier Harry Ismail, a police officer at the Dawson Islands Police Resort. After the victim's family filed a police complaint, Harry Ismail raped the girl a second time. As of now, there is still no investigation or prosecution of the accused. The victim has also not been given any medical or social assistance. That is all for this episode of Just Asia. For more on this and other issues, please visit www.humanrights.asia or www.allc.asia/justasia. Thank you for watching and see you next week.